Alright, today on Cabal Cast, we are back in Command & Conquer 3 Kane, so we're doing a 2 versus 2 video commentary today. This game I found on the Members tab. It features 3 very good players and 1 expert player. We have XXcyberstormXX is playing on Team 1 as random, or as GDI, and then Phoenix as his partner on Team 1, and then Team 2 is Johnny Calcina and Panic before RTGF on Team 4, and they're both playing as random on Iced Arena. So this is the first time we've seen Iced Arena on my channel. It's a great map. I love playing this. So we're here. I think this is Phoenix. He's playing as the green GDI, and over here to his right is Cyberstorm. He's playing as the red GDI as well. And we jump onto the left side here. We see pink GDI. I don't know. This is probably Panic. Yeah, Panic is playing as a blue GDI, and his partner is Johnny Calcina playing as orange GDI. So it looks like this could be. I'm going to take a wild guess and say this is going to be all GDI vanilla. Okay, that's Zocom and that's Steel Talons. Steel Talons. And both these players are GDI vanilla. It said so on the screen. So, Iced Arena, very good map. 2 tip spikes, take them both pretty easily. Looks like both these players are going to go capture a tip spike each. All 4 of these players. Panic is going to go for some rough from the squads as well. Phoenix has got 2 of his own. Phoenix. I haven't seen too much of him playing King's Wrath. I mean, he mostly plays Overwatch like I do. He's very good at it. He's actually gone into to the top 500 on the North American server, so congrats to you, Phoenix. Good job, buddy. We see that Johnny Calcina is going to come in, and he's probably going to go for a Foxhole, but that's not going to happen. Actually, there's 3 squads in there of Rifleman squads for Phoenix, so that's going to be pushing him to kind of build a Foxhole, and that Foxhole is going to be built completely. He's going to reroute Phoenix to go separate ways. He doesn't need to go for 3 squads in the same direction, so he's going to go one direction with his reference squad scouts, and the other one's going to go to the north. We see War Factories and Refineries going to be built up, Steel Talons and Zocom. Very interesting combination here. Behemoths for 1 player, and then Behemoths and Marv for 1 player, and Heavy air for another player, whereas GDI is going to be full-on ground or air targets for a couple of these players. For both these players, not sure which players are going to go what. 2 refineries and a war factory with lots of harvesters from both these players, and Cyberstorm is going to go up to the north where he expands on this field, and Phoenix is going to go to the left side here and capture this massive Tiberian field, which if you think about it, could be the same. This is just 2 tip fields to 1, so a little bit screwy there. And looks like a Foxhole here. Looks like it's Panic's Foxhole. He expanded with his MCV to the right side here, and he's going to be building another refinery. Scouts in the middle. Phoenix has got a scout here with his Foxhole, and he was going to build another Foxhole there, but Johnny Calcina was too quick for it. He built a watchtower, and we see a Pitbull scout now from Johnny. He's going to scout the bases of Phoenix and Cyberstorm, which they're doing pretty standard build orders. Can't complain. Actually, he's got a couple of Pitbulls here already, so that Harvester may be under attack. Phoenix is going to be reverse moving back to base just to get a little bit more repairs while he gets his own Pitbulls. And that Harvester is also going to be reverse moving as well. Place on another power plant and a watchtower just to divert these Pitbulls and just revert them back to base. Or just camp them outside the tip field at least, because Johnny Calcina is bringing in more reinforcements with his Pitbulls. He just wants to camp out this base just to make sure that Phoenix can't harvest it to a full extent for just a couple seconds, and he's doing just that. He's actually camping out the blue tip field, which nobody's gone for the blue yet. Actually, Panic before TGF has got the blue field for his rocket harvester, so that's good. Oh, an airfield! Wow, a fast airfield here, and Cyberstorm notices immediately with his Foxhole. So a fast tier 2 looks like it's probably going to be some AP ammo and some Predator tanks with a airfield. So this is good. This is a little screwy, but it looks like he wants to go for some fast hammerheads and a Predator tank, so that's going to be very nice. Johnny Calcina is keeping Phoenix in his base, or in expansion anyway, and looks like we see an Orca Strike coming in here. That's definitely going to be from Panic. Is there going to be some Zorka Strike, because he's Zocom, and misses the Harvester. That was a good job by Phoenix, who was paying attention, pulling his Harvesters away from that Sonic Blast. Now, these Pitbulls versus Pitbulls here, but I think Phoenix has the lesser numbers. He's going to be losing, could be pretty, he loses 2 compared to Johnny's 1. Johnny Calcina is going to go for a couple more refineries. He's got 5 and 2 in this field. He's got his Operations Center going for AP ammo. That's very good. Actually, did I see this right? Because this is a 1.2 plus R12 for game replays patch, and he does have up grenades. So up grenades for Steel Talons. Completely forgot about that. But apparently that's what this patch really is. He gives Steel Talons the opportunity to go up grenades, which is very, very nice. And Pipples via Pipples. Both players are trading off Pipples, Johnny Calcina and Phoenix. And looks like Phoenix may be winning this battle here. That's very good. And he's going to push these Pipples back to the expansion of Johnny Calcina, which he's building some Titans now. And Titans is going to be very good against Pipples. Everybody knows that. These Pipples are damaged a little bit. More reinforcement coming in from Phoenix. Lots of Pipples now. Looks like it's going to be double War Factory Pipple production. And that's going to be keeping Johnny Calcina on his toes. Although he does notice that Panic has got AP ammo. I haven't seen what's... oh, looks like Cyberstorm is coming in with his aircraft, and Orcas are going to be coming in and taking out a couple of harvests for the cause. That's very nice here. Predator tanks are going to be coming in from Panic to the base of Phoenix. His partner has to help him out doing something, but I think some slingshots and Predator tanks from Cyberstorm all are coming in, and these Predator tanks are going to be coming in. They're going to be attacking the Pitbulls, and this is going to be a bad idea. Phoenix needs Predator tanks of his own, because Pitbulls are just going to get wasted. And a couple of rockets there from Phoenix as well, just to push those Predator tanks a little bit out of his base. And the Orcas are here from Cyberstorm, help to clean up these Predator tanks, and that whole force didn't do a whole lot of damage. Destroyed a couple of Pitbulls, but that's about it. Firehawks now from Panic, and Panic with his Firehawks is very, very deadly, and destroys an Orca, so that's very nice. So that's what he was doing, was building fast attack Orcas. Does he have ceramic armor? He does the ceramic armor and the Stratofighters. So that's going to be very good. You place the airfield in a little bit of a dangerous position. Or maybe place it back here so it's not going to be damaged by anything. We see a tier 3 tech lab with a space command uplink and a mech emitter hub coming off of Johnny Calcina and the Mammoth tanks. I'm not sure if this is going to be just for engineers. Put engineers in a mech emitter hub. That's going to be very good. He's going to go for an upgrade right now. It could be railguns because he's going for Mammoth tanks. And we see another MCV coming off from Panic. That's his second MCV. Oh no, his main base is going to be under attack by Cyberstorm. And these Predator tanks are destroying his base. He lost like 2 or 3 harvesters. This is not going to be good. His refinery is going to go down. Sonic Emitter coming down now by Panic, so that's going to be doing a little bit of damage. But he already lost his expansion. He lost his mining operation, and he lost a good chunk of his forces. His airfield, his refineries, and his command post also going to go down. He could take out that upgraded power plant too if he's lucky. I think he's going to do so indeed. So this expansion is shut down completely, and now these Predator tanks are going to be reversing into the blue expansion field. These Firehawks now have nowhere to land, and oh my god, they've been taken out by Phoenix's Firehawks, and they do have Stratofighters of their own, so that's gonna be very nice. Railguns is done for Johnny Calcina, and he's putting he's putting 2 rockets and 2 combat engineers inside his Marv. So Phoenix could be in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna have to get his own Recommender hub out. Actually, that's Cyberstorm's, and this Juggernaut is in the middle of nowhere. It's gonna get instantly destroyed by that Marv. He's going to have to put his Juggernauts behind his building so that the Marv can't take it out. But this whole time, Johnny Calcina is going to be pushing into Phoenix's base, and Orcas are going to be coming in now. They're going to be attacking the Mammoth tank. That's not a good idea. Juggernaut would be a better idea, but although he didn't see that Juggernaut at the last second. And Zone Troopers now from Phoenix are going to be doing good damage against those Mammoth tanks. The Marv is going to be slowly whittled down to these Zone Troopers and a Shock Trooper and a... what was that called again? Shocker Battalion coming out. That's probably from Phoenix. He did destroy the Marv, but he shut down his own production in the process, but that's not too bad. Although the Mammoth tanks are rolling into base, and this Behemoth should probably be retreating back to base. Because that's all. If he loses that Juggernaut husk, then Behemoth husk, then Phoenix is going to take it back for himself. These Predator tanks now, there's 3 of them, and they're going to be taking out that Behemoth, although not before that Behemoth needs to be taking a couple shots against those Predator tanks. Meanwhile, Panic before TGF is focusing on getting his economy back up in order on this field. What happened to his second MCV? Was that destroyed? I have no idea. You can't really expand very well on this map. A bunch of infantry here. This is from Johnny Calcina, and missile squads and a couple of rocket squads. And looks like Cyberstorm doesn't have very much to defend here. He could build a couple of watchtowers. That won't do anything. But look at this, 5 Firehawks. Firehawks are coming in, and what are they going to fire? They're looking for looking for some tech. That's what they're doing. And they're Stratified and all. They're upgraded, unupgraded Firehawks. They're looking for something. I guess they have they probably have air missile loadout. not bomb loadout. Here comes infantry forces, and they're going to be attacking the harvesters. One harvester will go down. This infantry force has already done its duty and destroyed all the harvesters here from Cyberstorm. All the harvesters, they could have gone and attacked and squashed the missile squads, but I don't think Cyberstorm is going to be up to it. The Marv is out now from Cyberstorm, and this force here from Johnny Calcina is going to be in suppression fire right now. Lots of rifleman squads are going to be destroying these missile squads here, and this force is going to be absolutely diminished. Johnny Calcina is out of Tiberium. He's out of Tiberium. He needs to go get some more from the blue tip field. His Marv has been rebuilt out. He has a couple of behemoth husks as well. And Phoenix has recaptured that behemoth husk, and he has a couple of juggernauts of his own. He could go for a Marv, but I don't think he has the money for it at the moment. Cyberstorm surprisingly doesn't have any refinement on that field. He's got a couple of foxholes camping on his field right now. Pitbulls from Panic are going in and just see if they can get some more harvesters, and this could be very, very bad. His orcas are going to be going down, and the harvesters are also going to be under attack as well. So these harvesters full of blue tib are going to be wasted, and that could have been a lot of money that Cyberstorm could have used. The bombing campaign is going for Cyberstorm now, taking out a refinery. I don't know if it was Sonic Field. I don't think it was. That harvester, oh, it was almost destroyed. That's a full of blue tip harvester, so that could have been bad for Johnny Calcina if he didn't get that to safety. And Cyberstorm, I mean, he could be out of it. I mean, he finally placed on a refiner at his expansion field, so that's fine nice. Although these pitbulls are going to be very, very annoying for him. And Phoenix is going to have to step it up. He's going to have to help out his mate because he's being two-pronged attacked by infantry from the north and pitbulls in the center of his base and just destroying harvesters. So Phoenix is going to have to do something. And I think he's going to be doing so indeed with juggernauts and behemoths and missile squads and rifleman squads and a couple predator tanks. But this force here, oh my god, he does have adaptive armor, so adaptive armor mammoth tanks, that's going to be very, very good. And this force here, this could be destroyed if Johnny Calcina doesn't play his cards right. He needs to use behemoths to destroy juggernauts, and the missile squads are protecting it as well. So now the behemoths, are going to be finally firing on those on Johnny Calcina's behemoths, and the missile squads to the east here. It's going to be providing some cover fire to distract those infantry forces, while the juggernauts and behemoths fire upon each other, and that Marv is going to be providing as a meat shield. But one behemoth goes down and two behemoths go down, so Phoenix has survived with both those behemoths. But this Marv is going to be destroying the rest of them, and more orcas from Cyberstorm going to finishing off the husks. That's going to be very good. So both these players are going to be trading pretty even, unless this Marv goes down. It doesn't have repair pods on it, so I'm not sure what happened to those engineers that Johnny Calcina didn't even put in his Marv. But oh no, the Marv's going to go down. Bang! It does go down. Phoenix has got another MCV. Looks like he may have lost his first one. Not sure how, I'm not sure why, but I guess he did. And more Juggernaut husks are going down to those Orca strikes. So both these players are going to be trading up behemoths and juggernauts and destroying their own husks in the process. Panic, what are you doing? You're getting bombed out of the game. You're throwing sonic fields on all your buildings, and you're just getting bombed. So I guess Cyberstorm with his bombs, with his Firehawks, are just going to be taking out Panic, and Panic is not a tier 3 anymore. He's at tier 2, but he's just getting bombed out of the game. He's going to have to sonic field his entire buildings to help him out. And Steve Nash this entire time, I call him Steve Nash, his name is Phoenix. He's trying to recover his economy because he only has 3. He has 5 harvesters, but he needs another 2 more because this is a big field. And the more distance the Tiberium is to your refineries, the more harvesters you're going to need. Meanwhile, Johnny Calcina is going to go for another Marv, or maybe not. This is building pretty fast to be a Marv. It could be another harvester. It's a behemoth. Okay. So now Phoenix, despite taking massive losses, has the massive force here, and Cyberstorm is just focusing the bombing runs on Panic and just forcing him to build just tier 1 infantry. Here's another Firehawk strike, and this could take out the power plants. Oh, that was a nice split fire there by those Firehawks, taking out both those power plants, which means that Cyberstorm or Panic is on low power. Johnny Calcina, just building up behemoths in the process. So Phoenix and Cyberstorm are looking pretty good in this game, especially since when Cyberstorm is finally getting his refineries and his harvester back in the process. They do see that there's still missile squads there. He could build a couple of hammerheads and just take out those infantry, so he doesn't have to build this many watchtowers. He doesn't have AP ammo, so I guess he's not going to invest in that type of stuff. Pitbulls now from Panic. They're just going to be doing a little bit of damage to the Juggernauts here, and these Juggernauts could definitely be destroyed if Phoenix doesn't get them back to repair. He's got 5 Juggernauts, so he should be alright. And Phoenix doesn't have AP ammo yet, so I guess the only people who have AP ammo is Panic and Johnny. So that's not going to be very good. Lots of power plants here from Panic. And I think with one strike of these, there's a couple of airfields here, but now they're just building up some orcas. I guess Cyberstorm, nope, he still has 3 Firehawks, so that's going to be very good. He was probably bombing something. He could be bombing Johnny Calcina. Not sure why he's not bombing. He has tier 3. He can bomb in tier 2 and Space Command uplink. I'm not sure if those Firehawks, nope, they don't have hard points, so they can't take out a tech lab with just 3 of them. You need 4 as long as Johnny hasn't have a sonic shield or sonic field. Hippos have been coming into the base of Cyberstorm. And not sure what happened to the infantry. I guess they might have been taken out. These watchtowers now should be taken out. All the pit bulls. These orcas, they shouldn't be here because they need to be taken out something else besides pit bulls. They're going to in fact sacrifice 1, even though they didn't need to do that. Now Firehawks will be coming in back from Cyberstorm. Looks like they're going to be attacking something. I don't think they have missile loadout, because if they did, they would be attacking those hammerheads, and they could be taking out that refinery. And they'll be attacking the... Oh, that was a nice shot. In between both the refinery and the MCV, that was a nice shot there. And a supersonic strike takes out 2 of those hammerheads. That was a nice shot there by Phoenix. And Phoenix... Oh, did I see his MCV? Yep, his MCV is up here. He wants to place a refinery out there. I don't think he should do that, because that would be a waste. That would be a waste of $3,000 that he can save for, say, a Juggernaut. Now at heavy tier 3 army here from, well, it's not really an army, it's just 3 behemoths and a Marv with 2 repair pods on it and rocket squads and rockets. Single slingshot there from Phoenix. And now this could be the last attack here from our left side team, unless they can do something really immaculate. Juggernauts are a little bit out of position, need to be falling back, and Phoenix replacing his MCV. The Juggernauts behind the huge battleship here is going to be providing some great cover fire and takes on one of the behemoths as well, and those orcas are going to be doing a little bit of damage as well. All 3 of behemoths are down from Johnny, and now those orcas are doing a little bit of damage. Those Firehawks take another swing at those refineries, not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. That slingshot could be crushing the infantry forces, and a war factory here from Phoenix, so that's going to be very good. The Marv's in full retreat, but he can't really retreat you can't retreat as far north as that possibly can. And those pit bulls are taking out both of those Juggernauts, so that's not very good. These pit bulls, I'm not sure why they're not being destroyed. Finally, one of them goes down. That was an elite pit bull. So now these are just juicy Juggernauts and behemoths that Phoenix can capture. And the more Juggernauts and behemoths that he can capture, the more powerful his army can be. And I think finally that he's got his tier tech back up now, and Panic has got his Marv. So he can place down some. He can build some Zone Raiders now and put him in his Marv. That Marv from Johnny is going to go straight to the top here, and I think he's going to have to be careful that he doesn't get absolutely massacred by just that one Marv. But he can build grenadiers. He doesn't have imp grenades just yet. A couple of hammerheads are being attacked by those slingshots. So now the pit bulls are just going to be guarding the space. I think Panic needs to focus on getting some tungsten now, because tungsten versus unupgraded hammer tanks or unupgraded Firehawks can be very good. And these Orcas now finishing off all of Johnny's harvesters. He has 2 remaining, and that's it. And that Marv now is going to be going in on its own. Those missile squads are doing a little bit of damage, but with the repair pods on it, it's not going to do very good. And that Marv is actually surprisingly almost dead. He has a lot of Juggernauts here, that's why. So a lot of Juggernauts from Phoenix. He doesn't have very much support, just a couple of slingshots and zone troopers. But, oh, they finish off the hut. They finish them off, and oh my god, is that heroic? I could have sworn I saw some red shots in here and some bloodhounds coming in. But they're completely missed. They're going to be attacking Cyberstorm, but at the same time, Phoenix is going to be attacking Panic space, and Panic could lose this entire force here. I mean, he has zone troopers at his base, he has slingshots, and he has a lot of Juggernauts with a couple of engineers just to instantly come out of. So Phoenix, despite not playing Kane's Wrath so much, he's playing like a boss right now. He's doing very good. Oh no, here comes this! Oh, Oh, that was a nice shot there by those orcas. And they do be taking out all the that single Zone Trooper squad and be doing a lot of damage to those juggernauts. So, oh, that MCV is almost dead. So Phoenix, he was doing pretty good. Now more Zone Troopers now be finishing up these Juggernaut husks here. And Rig's coming in now, just for added a little bit of defenses. More APs, a couple of APCs are finally playing in the first APCs all game. And now these Juggernaut husks are just going to be taken out by those APCs, and Zone Raiders are going to be facing up against APCs with the battle base. The battle base was definitely not a good idea at the last second. And what's happening up there? Infantry setting on Tiberium. Phoenix still has quite a bit of Juggernaut. Surprisingly, he just didn't build it. He just didn't bring him the entire game. That Marv might have been taken out because I don't see anywhere. Holy cow! That's a lot of orcas. How many is that? That's 4. That's 8. That's 12. I saw 14 orcas, and they do have hard points, so that's a lot of ammo here for Cyberstorm. Never seen this many orcas in one shot. And one shot from that Orca Strike is going to take out a lot of those buildings there. Although he's going to lose a couple of his brothers in the process. He did take out He did take out a single harvester. How many orcas did he lose? He lost 2, 5, 6 orcas, and he's still out of 14. So that was a very good trade, I think. Now, those orcas, they could be doing some more harvester harassment because there's absolutely zero anti-air here for Johnny Calcina. And these APCs they should have AP ammo because if they did, they'd be a lot more powerful now. But Phoenix is going to be pushing into the base here, into the expansion of Panic, and possibly to putting down more fighters, and that'll be good Tiberium for him. Although that Cyberstorm is okay for Tiberium. And his orcas are going out in more hunting now. Panic is definitely in trouble because he has a lot of juggernauts at his disposal, and the MCV is back out now. So this massive Armada. Oh no! Here comes the Firehawks from Johnny Calcina, and they did take out quite a bit of them. Although they don't have hard points, so it didn't do that much damage. And now the Firehawk is going to be coming in from Cyberstorm, and he's going to take out that airfield. He could be focusing on some more harvesters now, but it looks like he's going to take out the airfield and tier 2 and the upgraded power plant. Oh no, he didn't finish it off. He wants to focus on those harvesters, which is a good idea. Panic is going to be basically dead in a couple seconds here, and more harvesters are going down now. So yeah, this fight here is definitely under control of Phoenix and Cyberstorm. So both these players are in deep trouble. Phoenix finally has AP ammo, so those APCs are going to be doing wonders now against those infantry. And Panic wants to lose MCV. He doesn't have his only progression structure is this airfield. So once that goes down, it's GG for him. Could be giving all this stuff over to Johnny Calcina. Supersonic's airstrike coming in. It takes out those hammerheads, which they did have those zone troopers in it. So zone heads going down. These power plants. These are the last 2 structures that Panic has. Now Panic has been defeated, so he gave all this stuff to Johnny Calcina. Johnny Calcina is going to fight this. He's going to fight this. No, he's not. GG for him. GG for Johnny Calcina. So that was actually a pretty good game. This game only had 1 WUB and was still in the members tab, so yeah, not too bad of a game. I liked it. So units graphed, it was all messy. Structure was all messy. Resources, Phoenix obviously had the most resources. Johnny Calcina had the most resources for about the first 7 or 8 minutes of that game, and then Phoenix pulled away with that. So stats. So Team 1 was Cyberstorm and Phoenix. They had 326,300, and Team 4 was Johnny Calcina and Panic before GGF. Had 302,452. So $24,000 more to Team 1. Alright, so there's your match on Iced Arena. My name's Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.